but we always want everything to be, you know, the same. Well.
You might want to try the design lab, the D lab here at MIT, to talk to them about the extraction of the fibers.
That would be great.
Because they've done a lot of work with different things that on that kind of scale.
Yeah, that'd be great. Even we think even for the harvesting, you know, the instruments for harvesting the plant and. Yeah, to change. Sometimes I think of also providing them with, you know, some other tools that they can use. And the distillery. This distillery that you saw in the pictures was not the original. The original was clay. So it was the clay, and it was very, very strange. It was a clay pot.
An oven?
An oven, a clay pot, and then it will have another, the maguey, which is the inflorescence, is hollow in the middle. So they will put that was their tubing. And then they would come and they would have a wooden recipient, but there was a smaller recipient there. So they knew already about the cooling of the surfaces. So we thought before that it was made out of you know, this Spanish approach, the destination to the Americas. No. The now we know in Mexico, in the Calima volcano, that the Filipinos, 3,000 years ago, already brought the distilleries in clay in a different way. In Oaxaca, Mexico, there are other distilleries that are all clay. It's now the most expensive mezcal of all. It's called Real Minero. 5 years ago, I was to Oaxaca, and I saw, what is this distillery here? I was just looking for that. He said, no. Here we don't have the serpentine. And I said, how do you do it? Amazing. And a clay, you see some variations over the same thing. A clay pot and another clay pot, which is hollow in both sides, and then a convex surface. They put the water there, and it condenses down here, and it goes in there. So there are a lot of solutions, and you know, technology is nice, but we have to also look at how people are going to survive in these very far lands. And I think that's one of the things I really like the most. I keep going everywhere. I went to Tequila, to the town of Tequila, and it was very sad. The tequila used to be a mezcal, artisanal mezcal. So what these people from all of these big distilleries are doing is they are buying the business, their tequila, they put it together, they do a blending, and then tequila is sold, you know, like a big thing. So when we went to this agave fest in Mexico, there were no one tequila, only artisanal mezcal, and 2 tequila that were artisanal. They didn't want anything to do with tequila. They say now tequila is not Mexican. Because it was a variation, industrial variation of whatever the mezcal produced people were doing. And now they instead of bringing better life for the tequila makers, they brought a lot of poverty. The tequila town, you expect that will be beautiful. It's called Tequila, the town. You know, very nicely. No, the little houses and all of that. So I went there, and I asked them, how come this is Herradura? I don't know. Other makes, you know, other brands of tequila that are very famous. Oh yeah, go there. And I saw this strange bottle of Coca-Cola, plastic, with very transparent liquid. And I asked them, what is this? Oh, the tequila. And I said, how come there is this tequila factory that you're here? This is what they do. They buy to us everything. And they do the buying as if it was prime material. So in Venezuela, we want to protect that. We want, okay, anybody that wants to export cocoa, fine. This is what Omar and I have been talking about. But we have to guarantee that the artisans are the ones that are getting the most benefits. I don't care. Everybody wants to sell it, to drink it, fine. But I want to see that town not like tequila. that town progresses. And progressing to me is not to have buildings.
Yeah.
No? Progressing to me is have, you know,
Control of
nice
the-
houses, water, and
Yes, all the life-giving.
The
elements,
life-giving.
people.
because, you know, people tend to confuse the word progress.
Yeah, capitalism, all the way. Progress is exploit as many people as you can, make as much profit.
You
It's
know?
progress, but it's not.
I don't think there will be a progress. People that are living 150 years.
That's progress.
You know, in the biological reserve, we had a family that actually belonged to the Caquetillos. This is in the old project I was talking to you in the north. The community decided that they were living badly, so they made a new house. And the lady was telling me, I think this is not a house. Why it has to be so, why has this little window? Why is it this ceiling? It's so hot. You see? So sometimes we want to do good and we don't do. Well, people. If you have any question, I didn't allow you to ask anyone.
I was just curious, you were talking earlier that the plant is very good for absorbing the sunlight to cool off the ground. Do the roots also spread out and have all the soil?
Yeah, it's very interesting because I was thinking always that trees there are living because they are deeping down to the water.
Yeah.
No, the soil is very hard, clayey,
Yeah.
and I was to my surprise. I dig the roots, and the roots are going a lot, very long, but horizontally. And this is this is the other job I was telling you I'm doing. I'm saying, how plants are living then with this amount of which water. Of course, in the nights, the temperature drops down a lot in the tropics, and in early mornings we have dew, even in the islands.
Sure.
So, like bromelias, this tree that I'm trying to demonstrate is doing like the bromelias. You know the bromelias. So this is an adaptation also.
So this is very good for the hillsides.
Yeah.
So when it rains, it holds the soil together.
Yeah. We actually did very nice experiments. We put a lot of stones in
Yeah.
one of these lines of water. You know, I don't know, it's correntilla. I don't remember the term in English now. When the water is coming from the mountain and going down like a channel. So we stopped the water by putting a lot of stones and then putting agaves. And these agaves grew beautifully. So because there was capillary movement of water.
Okay.
So
Does it take a lot of handwork to grow the plant?
actually, no. Because if you have the plant, the little plantlet that I was showing in the beginning, then you have these in small plates. Then you take it to the field and only have to do a little hole, only. You don't fertilize, nothing. And if we try to have them below the trees when they are in the nursery, so that some seeds of trees are also falling there. Because we have found that the combination of agave with the tree, beautiful. They grow up beautifully.
Symbiotic.
So, yeah, they are symbiotic. They are like nurturing each other.
Companion planting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this similar to the yucca plant?
The yucca it used to be in the same family,
Yeah.
but not anymore.
Oh.
But
Oh, okay.
yucca, you're talking to the yucca, we call yucca manihot, you know.
Yeah.
But the yucca you're talking in Mexico, the one that flowers.
Yeah. The
They
white
used to
flower.
be in the agave family. Now this change everything. These taxonomies, you know, they're.
Oh, okay.
I learned the names and then I have to bring it.
It's not a tree anymore, it's a network.
Yeah. Anytime they do molecular biology, they are changing the names.
Yeah.
In the state-of-the-art agriculture movement in America, the United States, one of the paradigms is to plant trees and ground plants together in strategic ways. And they also try to hold the water the way you did it. You
Stones.
and channels to keep the water on the land as long as possible and soak up as much as possible. So some questions arise from that. I'm not sure I completely understood what you said was the result of what you did. Did you get a profusion of plants?
Yeah, if
underground?
I tell you, you know how clay is. Clay is very absorbing, it's very absorbs water.